doing great. We worshipped with a different church this morning, which was so cool. We worshipped with Winthrop. It was so cool to share worship with a new group of friends. Buddy worshipped with me too. You were paying attention, weren't you? I may have given him a little piece of my cracker that I had with my communion. You had communion too. So today we are going to be talking about a cool story about someone who wasn't Jewish, but that really thought that there was a lot to this Jewish prophet guy he'd been hearing about named Jesus. Buddy's laying right down on the floor right there. Are you ready to listen to the story today?
Yes, I'm ready for a story now. Thank you. Story time.
Okay, buddy, let's listen to the story. It's a short one, but it's a good one.
The centurion's servant. Jesus went to visit the people in a town called Capernaum. When he arrived, a large crowd was waiting to see him. A soldier, called a centurion, hurried towards Jesus. The centurion was a powerful man in charge of many servants and soldiers who did whatever he said. He told Jesus, "My servant can't walk. Lord, I need your help. Please make him well." Jesus answered, "I will come and heal your servant." "Thank you, Lord," the centurion said. "You are more powerful than I am, and I believe that you can heal my servant." Jesus was amazed at the centurion's words. "This man has great faith," Jesus told the people around him. "Go home," Jesus said to the centurion. "Your servant is no longer sick." The centurion rushed home, where he found his servant healed.
So this is a story about somebody who wasn't Jewish, but who really believed that there was a lot that Jesus could do, that Jesus had some incredible power. Here's a cool fact for you that we haven't actually talked about yet. The book of Luke, where this story and all of our stories about Jesus so far this year have come from, is believed to have been written by a follower of Jesus who may not have actually been Jewish himself. We call that guy Luke, but we don't really know what his name is, and it could have been a couple people. But the way that the stories in the book of Luke are written really make us think that the person that wrote it might not have come from a Jewish background. And that's because we hear a lot of stories in Luke about Jesus and the way that he acted with people who weren't Jewish, and how people who weren't Jewish are just as welcome to be followers of Christ as the Jewish people were. And this guy, this centurion, had a lot of people under his control. So this is not just some guy from down the street. This is an important person, an important Roman person, not a Jewish person. Someone who believed in many gods at one point. The Roman people believed that there were all these different gods and they all had different areas that they were gods or goddesses over. That's where he's coming from. But something has happened in the heart of this centurion that now he has all this faith in Jesus and believes that Jesus can heal his servant. And he even says, "I'm not worthy of what you're going to do. I don't deserve it." That's a lot of faith to believe that even you, somebody who everyone would say, "What are you doing listening to this Jewish Messiah? You don't know anything about Judaism. You're some Roman guy that believes in lots of gods." He had so much faith that he was able to say, "I believe you can do this, even if you don't come into my house and heal my servant. I know that you have all of this power." Jesus hears this guy say this and says, "Your faith is so great that your servant, who you care about so much, is healed. Go home." And the centurion goes home and his servant is healed. Jesus doesn't even go to see the servant. He doesn't lay his hands on the servant like he does some other times when he's healing people. He just says, "Your faith has been so great that I don't even have to do anything else. The amount that you believe in what God can do through Jesus, through me, is so great that your servant is healed." That's the sort of power that having faith in Jesus gave. It's incredible. There are times where sometimes we don't think we are worthy of all of the goodness and the awesome things that God and that Jesus can do for us. Sometimes we think that sounds too crazy big for me. I've done a lot of not so great things before. I've gotten in arguments. I've made my parents upset. I've hurt people that I loved. I've not apologized when I should have. There's lots of things that we do where sometimes we don't feel like we're worthy of love or of being healed. We think, we're just some schlub. We believe in lots of stuff. We haven't believed in God the right way, so we don't deserve all of the healing and majesty that God can bring us. So why even ask? But Jesus in the story is saying, if you have faith, even if it's just a little itty bitty bit, that's enough. That's all it takes. It takes faith to make awesome things happen. Listen, you could have done a lot of things that you're not proud of, but if you come back to Jesus and say that you believe and that you know all of the awesome things that Jesus can do, well, that's enough. So friends, this week I want you to be careful about the times that you tell yourself, I'm worthless. Nothing I do is right. I don't deserve good things. I have been a bad person and it makes sense that these bad things have happened to me because I'm just worthless. Don't listen to that voice. Instead, listen to the voice of Jesus when he says, your faith has made your servant well. Go home. Don't worry about it. That's the power that faith has. So have the faith in yourself that Jesus has in you. Don't tell yourself you're not worthy, because guess what? I'm here to tell you that you are worthy. Jesus is here every day, every second to tell you you are worthy.
You are worthy of all the kisses and all the cuddles and all of the snuggles that I can give you. You are worthy.
That's right, buddy. They are worthy. That's it. That's the story for this week. Believe in yourself. Believe in Jesus, even just a little bit. Because guess what? Even on the days that you don't, you're still worthy. See you guys next week. Bye!